Hey y'all, it's Tracy. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm about to make some quick chocolate icing. I'm working on some layer cakes for tomorrow. So even though I'm up, I got some turnip greens going over there. I'm just gonna do this icing real quick for you.
Icing on the cake. Hey.
Yeah, Ava, come here. Come help me.
What do you want me to do?
Just hold this right there.
Oh, that's simple.
That's simple. Can you hold it? Make sure you see this. You see, mate? Okay. Thank you. 'Cause I need to add some.
But you got 125 on here.
Okay.
Come on in. Nobody, one person. Hello.
Start with us one can of carnation milk.
She said he 5.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. She said hello, sister.
Hello.
They said hey.
Tell them I said hey. I'm using powdered sugar.
They said Sunday. March today Sunday?
Tomorrow.
What was today?
Saturday.
Hello, hello.
Now because I'm using powdered sugar, honey, I can.
They said good
afternoon.
Good. Wait, hold on. It said, hold on. Trying to find it.
I'm thinking about it. Let me just stay right there. Pay attention.
I'm reading the comments.
Tell them.
Hello, hey. Molly said hello, Tracy.
Say hello. Is you gonna stay focused?
The good, everyone, Mama Tracy. Hello.
You just like to read now, don't you? Look at you, just showing out, ain't you?
Mama. Tap in. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mama Tracy.
Hello. I'm sure they saying hey, AA too.
They never
They not
said.
said nothing, Bird?
I think he's gonna say them on the next one too. Hey, they said hey, but not on the. What you making?
So we're making some rich.
We're making some rich
chocolate icing.
That.
Tell them I use 1 bar of unsweetened.
Use 1 bar of unsweetened
chocolate. You gotta keep it on there. You can't be moving.
I'm not moving. I accidentally had moved a little bit.
And tell them I use 1 cup.
1 cup. She used
a cocoa. I use 2 tablespoons of butter.
Hello.
I tell them when I get finished, because I eyeball my stuff. I run it down to them.
Ma, you want to hold the camera so I can do something?
Hold on.
Hold on real quick so we can stir it in. That's a lot, Ma.
I know it. I'm making more than 1 cake.
She got some vanilla.
Yeah, I'm going to add some vanilla in just a little bit.
You got 600 people.
Yeah.
You got 505, 600 again. They keep joining. Look.
So where you supposed to be?
What are you trying to say, the follower?
I don't need to see it. It's all right.
Look at the chocolate mix. You want to hold it?
Can you just let me finish opening up my canned milk and stuff?
Yeah, and then can I stir after?
I'm gonna let you stir. With powdered sugar, you can stir. But
Yeah,
if
it's a lot easier because it will be thick if you didn't.
If it was with crystal sugar, you can't stir that much, or else it will cause it to rise up.
You don't.
Well, this kind you can.
You can't put too much sugar stuff in there, or else you'll make it chunky.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
I do.
I've been making this for years.
Me too.
You have?
We made it at school before.
Oh, okay.
We didn't make this kind. When we were in 2nd grade, we had made it, but they never allowed us to in 5th or 3rd grade.
Okay.
Here.
Hold on.
Now can I say?
Lord, help us all. You did good, Avery.
I was so warm now because I'm right next to the stove. My kids get over just a little.
Hey, y'all. Avery want Avery want to do something. Thank y'all for the mean faces. They really grow my page. I absolutely love them. You have no idea. I'm sorry that you can't comment anymore. You're on the outside because you got blocked. But keep watching me. That's the most important thing. So listen, you guys, I put on my turnip greens, and I have
some of this one.
I have
some
to make some layered cakes, and so I'm gonna make the homemade chocolate icing.
Yum.
Yeah, Fly Guy Kales, they are upset because they still want to be a part of this page, but they're blocked, and so they can't comment. But if they had the right behavior, they would. But when you're out, you're out. And when you're in. And we're unbothered. We're not watching them. They're watching us.
Oh, you're talking.
So, they'll be fine when the swelling go down. I promise you that.
You need me to hold the camera down?
Because you understand that your suffering produces something. You don't suffer for no reason. It produces something. Well, Fly Guy, had my auntie pass away, and I really haven't been feeling like going live, and I have been kind of consumed with that. But Christmas is not here yet.
It's almost here.
You welcome, Tanja. You got yours. Yeah, they stop. They know to stop. They know to go on about their business. Put that in the tray.
You got more.
So let me tell y'all what I did. I've got I got 1 bar of chocolate, unsweetened. And then I have 1 cup of cocoa powder. So I have 1 of these and 1 cup of this. 2 tablespoons of flour.
Yep, 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of butter. 1.5 cans of carnation milk. 1 16-ounce box of powdered sugar, 16-ounce and a half of the other. And I'm going to add some vanilla flavoring. And this is how you make icing. Now, some people just take semi-sweet and pour milk over it. You can do it that way, but this is the old-fashioned way, the way my mama told me. So I'm gonna get back over here to the stove, and I got. Yes, I do use vanilla, but I'm not putting it in yet. It's not ready yet to put it in. Okay, baby, just I'll work with it. Let me show you my greens. Of course, you got to use that vanilla. Then my greens got pigtails in it. It's got turkey necks in it, and it's got smoked neck bones in them. These are turnip greens.
Those are turnip greens?
Tomorrow at church is our Christmas party.
Wait, we're gonna have food there?
This is my food for here. Watch out, Avery. Can I get over here for a little bit? You gotta let this cookie, just can't constantly stir it, okay? It's gonna catch up with itself. Hold on. Let it do what it's gonna do.
Stir it a little bit.
All right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. But now, if you were using crystal sugar, you could not take the time to smooth this out like I'm going to. Because you can't stir crystal sugar up a lot when you're making icing. But this is powdered sugar, so you can stir. Okay? I always use about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla.
Vanilla? So, you need the vanilla?
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm about to burn up. I'm about to take this shirt off.
You want some vanilla? You need some vanilla.
I bumped into cousin, sister, friend.
You saw her.
At the store. Hold on, y'all. Let me sit down.
Let me hold it.
You got it? Hold it for me. Between this sweater and this hat, I done got hot in front of this stove. Hold on one minute. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
It looks great. I'll be right back.
Okay. cousin, sister, friend, she's doing good. You know, it's the day after. You know how they go the day after? I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm doing yet, but it's the day after, so you know, she lost her mama. So she ain't where she was when she lost her son and her brother. I mean, she was at the store. I saw her at Ingles. And so let me tell y'all. So let me tell y'all this, so y'all know I've been kind of out of it. I haven't been wanting to talk on the phone. I got y'all messages. Willie, I got your message.
That's a go after Manila.
And everybody's. Eddie got me out the house and we went shopping. Thank you.
No, I was giving it to you because he was over here.
And
you put the vanilla in? Mom, call me back when it's almost done.
we had it yesterday. And my mama, she doing as well as expected. Everybody doing this. I really have to say everybody doing as well as expected. One of my cousins, she's going to head out to New York with her daughter to get away. She's going to go there for Christmas with her daughter's in-laws. It's going to do her good. Everybody's going to go back to their own areas. And, you know, you're going to forever remember your mama. Yeah, I just was resting, y'all. If Eddie and Kelby hadn't got me out the house, I didn't feel like doing much of nothing. I'm getting ready to add about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I taste mine. Because, you know, you really about to make some hot cocoa, if I can be honest with you. Okay. So, and I appreciate you. It's just as well as expected. But I had some news to tell y'all tonight. Very important news, by the way. I want you to know God answers prayers. And if you hold your peace and let him fight your battles, victory will be yours. Well, you know, I want to tell y'all what happened to me. Because y'all know I went through a lot. I went through a lot 8 months ago. I was lied on. I was accused of stealing. This lady from my hometown. She's from Kingston, Georgia. It's right outside of my hometown. She lied and she sent a text message to MJ Strong's mama, Chandra. And she told Chandra that I collected $30,000. Her name is Sonia Wells of Kingston, Georgia. And she told them that I collected, she said she was my moderator and that she saw the money. And that she was my moderator. She said how she hated me and everything. I don't know why anybody would believe somebody that hates me would see into my bank account. But nevertheless, I don't know anybody that go around showing their money in their bank account. But anyway, MJ Mama, she believed this girl, you know. Well, you know, I had to get a lawyer. I had to go to the police department just for trying to help somebody. You know, I have more receipts than what I showed this lady the other day. I got more receipts than that. But I never ever wanted to take her from her children. I never wanted to, you know, press no charges or nothing. She do a lot for her babies. It's a lot on you when you got sick kids. It really is a lot on you when you got sick kids. And she doing that stuff by herself. Let's keep it 100. You know, don't sit outside, pat flies, and tell lies. Well, I got tired during my auntie's death. I just really got tired of hearing my name being mixed with other stuff on him. You know, scandalous. They calling stuff scandalous. And so before I talked to this lady, which was her friend and another content creator, they all had been told, like, people were going over there. You know, folks that you block from your page go to other people's pages. And so they were all over there saying, oh, Mama Tracy stole. Mama Tracy did this. Go for her. I wish they would, because I am lawyered up, and I would sue the brakes off of somebody. Don't get it twisted. I don't know where all this stuff that Christians can't sue nobody. If you think you're going to mess with me, I'm going to mess right back. And so the long and the short of it is, I had my information all along. I had to take my phone to my attorney's office. I had to go up to the police department. Y'all saw me doing stuff, documenting stuff. I turned over where the airplane tickets had been purchased, where the bands had been purchased, where I sent off the cashier's check. And I never, ever had, ever have I ever had $30,000 go through a cash app. And so all we needed was the person's name. That's all we needed was her name. Because I'm not going to go after Chandra. I'm not going to mess with her. Because this person did that deliberately to jack that lady up. That's what she did. She wasn't for her son. She was jealous because God had blessed me. Now this same person, this very same person that accused me of that, stole from her church. Got a criminal record. Got DUIs. Got fired from personal health care. Fired from the doctor's office for doing the very thing she accused me of, which was stealing. So, when I tell you I'm going to put something in God's hands, I'm going to put it in God's hands. Well, the lady that kept talking about it, her name was Everything Irie. Well, Everything Irie, because see, a lot of times y'all people drag stuff to other people's pages. Well, there was a video that had been put out when this other content creator snapped on me because somebody went over there to her page and she didn't even go watch my video. So I never said nothing bad. She just don't like me. So she snapped. Well, Everything Irie thought it was about her because some of y'all went over there and told her that. That's what you did. You told her that. But Everything Irie, she emailed me. And I responded back. I respond back to my emails to the best of my ability. And she emailed me. And so I called Everything Irie. And I said, stay by your phone. I want to send you some stuff. Because I done had my stuff all along. I just needed the person's name. Because I'm going to get that person. I'm going to go for her. I'm going for her. I don't care if she ain't got nothing. And because she don't. But I'm going to go for her. And I sent her over some of the stuff that I had. Some of it. Some of the stuff that I had. And she said, I said, now I'm going to tell y'all why I didn't go. I didn't go because my life started getting threatened. I think I shared that with you. Start getting shook down for money. Start asking to give $2,500 for 2 jumpies. The guy that was helping her had to pay for his hotel room $250. All of a sudden, he said all the people that were supposed to sponsor, they pulled out. I didn't cancel it. He said it was canceled because he didn't have no money and the sponsors pulled out. Well, there's this big time guy that worked for Sony Records. And somebody on him knew what was going on. And they knew who the guy was. And he knew Bootsy. And they emailed me and asked, could they have my phone number? And he called me and told me to back. And that I could sleep good. Don't even worry about going. Don't worry about nothing. He said, I'm going to take care of it all. Ain't nobody going to hurt you. He said, and I want to tell this to you. His name is Mike Boss with Sony Records. He said, don't you ever, it's one thing you did I don't like. And I said, what was that? He said, don't you ever say you ain't going to help nobody no more. Because it's in your heart to help people. Don't you let people stop you from helping people. That's what he said to me. I'm going to show y'all my icing. And he said, let me turn it around. So he said, I know what's going on. And I told him some of the stuff that had been said and what was going on. And he said, I'm finna get in touch with Bootsy. Now, when I get through with this, it's going to settle before I even use it. I can't use it right now. I got to work all those little nodules out of there and make it good and smooth. But it's good and ready. That's how you make that good old rich homemade chocolate ice. So, I got to keep stirring this ice. So he proceeds to tell me he's going to make sure nobody hurts me. So I didn't go. One, I was afraid for my life. But behind the scene, I had already done stuff. I had already paid for the banners, $400. Y'all know Trina Mack. She's on my page. She went to the event for my eyes. Trina Mack took care of the plane tickets. I sent the cashier's check. I went by the bank. The bank said the cashier's check, they pulled the money out the account. It's a cashier's check. It was good. I went back over there to see if she could cash it. They said absolutely she could. It was their fault. Just bring her license. And that was it. Well, when I got through talking to Everything Irie, I sent her over cash apps. I sent her over the airplane tickets. I sent her over where the wristbands had been paid for. I sent her over the cashier's check and everything. I said, the reason why I'm doing this, I said, I don't know what I done to you, but every time I keep getting people coming over here saying, you saying this and you saying that. When I first met her, I didn't know she was called Chef on the Pull-Up. She told me she was Jamaican, and Everything Irie meant everything is all good. Well, the long and the short of it, even down to the collab, people, you all that watch us went over there and told her like I was talking about her. But the thing about it was, we was sitting out there on my back deck that Friday night. And Marion was frying that fish. And me and son started reading the comments. I said, who is that? I said, no, that person ain't down. I named the people that was coming. I said who was coming. And I didn't even know Latrice was going to be there. It was a surprise. But that Chef Ruben House, she can buy who she wants to. I just didn't know she was going to be there. And wasn't nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. But the whole bottom line was, I always had my proof, but I also had an attorney, and I also had the police, and I also had to get a detective, and I also had to go through steps, and also I want you to understand what happened was a miscommunication between two people that should have talked to each other. But when you let other people get involved, like that dude Trap, then things start to tear up what's going on. Now, here recently, I found out that Chef Carmen and MJ Strong Mama had been talking. I didn't know that till she came over that day with Victoria, and she shared it with me. Now, on the 13th of this month, she tried to call me. But you know, you guys, when you block numbers, you don't even know when people call. And plus, my auntie had died, and we were doing funeral arrangements. And the funeral, I talked to Nikki on yesterday. And when you hold your peace, the Lord will fight your battle. Now, we had a good conversation, along with her mother. And I apologized to her mother, because I am human like anybody else. And I got frustrated with all the stuff I was hearing. Now, all them people in her comments talking about my condition, talking about me being crippled, I ain't worried, because God will show you what somebody else going through. My mama told me, you never mock nobody. You never come against nobody else's infirmities, because God will let you feel their pain. I ain't worried about that. That ain't even my battle. That's going to be between them and the Lord. And we had a great conversation. And I told her, I said, if I talk to Chandra, I won't talk to her by myself, because I don't trust her. But I talk to her with you, because the worst thing of it all was when she told that little boy, and she knew I used to talk to her son and I loved him, that I was a devil. And I wasn't. Now, I don't know about y'all. Perhaps y'all would have win. But I ain't no thug. And I ain't never been in that environment. And I ain't never been around a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not finna tell no in and out stuff that I know. I'm not finna do all of that. That's irrelevant. But what I do know is, it don't take but a split second for people to turn on you. It don't take but a split second for somebody to lie on you. That was a strong lie. And I know this girl. Honey, I used to do her mama's hair. I used to do her sister's hair. I know this girl. And I never knew she hated me like that. I ain't never seen her. I ain't seen her in a long time. But when you get no honor and glory in your hometown, when people get jealous of you, one of the worst spirits you can have, it's one of the 7 deadly sins, is envy. When people get envious and jealous of you, it's like witchcraft. I was so glad when I got her name, when I finally could figure out who had done this, because I'm going to my attorney. I got a doctor's appointment on Monday, and I want to turn her in. I don't care, because I feel like this. The law is for the lawbreaker. And for you to come along and try to do defamation of character to that degree, for you to try to come along and lie, and I got the text. It's time to stop. It's just time to stop. That's why I didn't do no Christmas stuff. That's why I didn't go around asking y'all to help do this and that. You can't help people. Helping people can mess up your page. Helping people can mess you up. Because see, I was asked to help. I was asked, and I did help. I did help his mom. I got their page monetized with commercials. Only thing I didn't finish doing was her stars. But she got everything. And she's been sick. Both of her babies in the hospital. And I sent message by Carmen. I will pray. And I do. And I've been telling y'all all along, I'll pray for her and her children. Let me tell you something. You don't know what it's like to be a caregiver. My daddy died from cancer. And that's a rough thing. That's a very rough thing. And you know, ain't no parent gonna not fight for their children that really love them. And she do. And so I can't question her love. But what I know is money is the root of all evil. And money will separate the chief of friends. Money will cause people to lie on you. Defamation of character for no reason. Just because they see you got it. You see how thick it's done got? I'm going to let you see this icing. I know what cancer do. I saw it take my daddy from being a good size daddy, tall and big. Hey, baby. To being nothing but skin and bones. Sickness is no joke.
What did you put in there? Huh?
I'm going to keep smoothing it out.
Huh?
You want to taste it, Ava?
Sure.
Let me get you a spoon. Now, Ava, this is hot, okay?
Okay.
Come over here. You have to blow it and ease up on it, okay? It's hot. Yeah. Just ease up on it.
I'm open Josh, so
Okay.
none of it spills. Just the thing.
Honey, smooth like,
Is it good though?
mm-hmm.
You tasted it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it hot to you?
And so, anyway, let me finish telling y'all what happened. So, when I got through, I sent Nikki of Everything Irie. I sent her everything. And all
I'm
the
nervous.
information.
I'm nervous.
And she did call and she talked to Chandra, and Chandra told her, well, that's what the girl told me.
Oh.
And it is. That's what the girl told her. But the problem was all the horrific stuff that they said. All of the things. I asked Nikki the question. I said, Nikki, would you hurt yourself or hurt your kids by losing you trying to help somebody else? Would you put yourself in harm's way and your family not have you? And then on top of that, the guy had already told me, I won't say what he said on him, but it had to do with he had to make a hit on somebody. And a bullet don't care who it is. But I did send somebody to represent me. I had a representative there. And she was there. And when it was over, if y'all remember, I went all the way to Atlanta with my son to meet her. I went to Atlanta to meet Trina Mack. I did. It's all the tapes are up and all the videos are up. See, let me tell y'all something about what you do in the dark.
Are you putting it on my cake?
Is it good? Not only will it come to light,
on the cake?
but you done curse your own household. You done curse your own family. Because what you did wrong, you got to make it right. Now, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I ain't finna go do nothing wrong. Because the law is for the lawbreaker. There was a law that was broken. And that was a big lie. And as a matter of fact, I can even prove she ain't never been a moderator. I had a moderator's weekend. Hold on, April. I had a moderator's weekend. I ain't never had her as a moderator.
Are you putting that frosting on the cake right there?
I am, April. Please let me finish this. You know that's what I'm making it for. Please.
I understand.
And so let me show y'all these greens as they get ready. I'm gonna add a little more oil in them. But I sit around here because the whole thing, these are turnip greens, y'all, and I'm gonna turn them down. Put some more oil in them. I like them greasy, but I don't like them gritty. And the whole thing was supposed to be about bringing awareness, not bringing money. It was about bringing awareness. Money was an incentive. Now, I called a lot of content creators, and I brought awareness to them. I called Cooking with Aisha. She mentioned them on her diet page. I called Darius Cooks. He mentioned I didn't get no money from Aisha. I didn't get no money from Darius Cooks. I talked to Latrice Allen. Latrice Allen let her come up on her page, but she didn't give me no money. Now this girl went around and told that lie. And God has a time. And I don't know if it wasn't for the fact that I was just going through so much. Because people won't ease up off of you, even though they know I'm dealing with them. So I guess God just had me in a place of being still and tired at the same time. Make sure 1,200 of y'all sprinkle me. Because let me tell y'all something. Your suffering is going to produce something. When you suffer, it's going to produce something. That's up to you what it produces. Jesus got on the cross and he suffered, and it produced salvation. Suffering can produce power. It can produce strength. Strength like you never knew you had. After you suffered a while. After you suffered a while. Suffering can do a lot of things. Suffering is a constant reminder that God brought you through whatever you suffered with. It didn't win you. It didn't take you over. But you still had to go through it. Some of us suffer financially. just for Jesus to show us that he is Jehovah Jireh, our provider. But after, there will be glory after this. Now here it is. I talked with everything Iron. And I told her why I didn't go. It's a difference in pulling out and not going. I did everything I was supposed to. I gave. I brought exposure. Let's break it down. I brought exposure. I got in touch with all these content creators. I gave money and everything. I just chose not to go. I chose not to go for my safety. You did, Evangelist Lori. You enjoyed. I told you that potato was huge. You can only eat half. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad. Praise God, y'all. Everybody done got their stuff. Because I talked to Bridget Stevens, so I know she got hers. Now, I sat here. I didn't know who to go after. I wasn't going to go after Chandra. I did want her to stop bothering me. So I did have to get the detectives involved. I did have to go to the police department. But I sat down and talked to them. I would never take the lady from her babies. Can't nobody take care of them like her. Can't nobody take care of them like her. And ain't nobody going to try to take care of them. But to sit here and take what I did do, because a lot of them didn't do it. A lot of them didn't do it. A lot of them didn't. To be accused of what you do with the money. Like I was a thief. So, I sat down and I had a conversation with Nikki of Everything Irie. We got along just fine. And I gave her what I asked. I said, do you need any more evidence? I ain't going to give all my evidence. Some stuff I can't give because I ain't got it no more. Well, it's turned in. But what could have happened, I didn't allow. I just wanted peace. I just didn't want no more confusion. I just didn't. And I'm not going to have no more. There going to still be people that don't like me because they don't like me because they blocked. That's going to happen on everybody's page. When you block people and they go to other people's pages, remember, they blocked, but they can't quit watching you. They send mean faces because they can't quit watching you. People say stuff they can't take back because they said it. Out the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. When you sit around and treat people to help you like they didn't do nothing at all. I was over here making cornbread, minding my business, and was asked to help. And I helped. I just didn't go. I wanted to meet him. I wanted to keep talking to him. I loved him. I still love MJ. I only knew him for 3 weeks. Just 3 little short weeks. The call came in March. The event was going to be done on my birthday, April 30th. I didn't know him long. But I'm going to get that liar. I'm going to get the liar. A liar got his place in the fire. And honey, I don't care who around here don't like me. But for you to sit there and do some dirt like that and cause so much confusion, it's only right for you to pay the penalty for what you did. Now that I know who you are. You can go to bed.
Good night.
Night, I love you.
Bye.
And this person ain't got no little kids. This person got time on their hand to be messy. April 3rd or April 30th. It was the event was on April the 30th. You all right? Cleaning out the medicine chair. I'm going to keep praying, and I want y'all to keep praying that God heals him. God give her the strength, heal her body. She been sick. But it took 8 months. 8 months of being quiet and sitting on the truth. And I guess I had to go through a little something. You know, this death in my family produced me to be still. So I guess I had to go through a little something. But nevertheless, I went through it. So the key is, don't you give up and throw in the towel. You go through it. And what I've learned is, when you want to know why some people charge to help get people's pages going, you can't help everybody. You can't help everybody. You can't help everybody. And I thought I could. And I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn hard and I had to learn fast. That I can't be out here helping people get their monetization all the way. I can't be out here no more. When people call or email me and say their kids don't have this and that, I can't. There's so many people. There's so many content creators. They don't do that. And I can understand why they don't do it. But my suffering produced strength. My suffering produced knowledge. My suffering produced power. My scars was not on my body for no reason. My sleepless nights was for no reason. My anxiety was for no reason. It did not kill me. The word is through. And the Lord took me through and he was with me the whole time. And so what we have to understand is that our suffering in this world cannot and will not be the end of what God has for us. When God vindicates you, that's just what he does. One of the worst things you can have is a lack of communication. Point blank and simple. I was always raised, only deal with people as they done dealt with you. Deal with those that's done something to you. I don't fight other people's battles. I don't. I'm not one to fight other people's battles. Now, I help somebody, but I ain't going to get in it. That's your fight. That's your fight. That's your dog in the fight. That's your dog in the fight. I don't hate people for what other people hate them for. If I don't have nothing to do with you, it's because of what you did to me personally. And you people that come on these pages, you get too involved. You get too twisted up with us content creators, and you don't even know us. You willing to go to jail. You willing to lose your apartment, your rental, whatever you got. You too caught up. You jump from page to page. You lie. You drag stuff we don't even see. And you want us to see it. So many times I said, I don't want to see nothing from his page. But they kept sending it to me. Even some of my moderators sent it to me. But what I felt like, what I didn't know, it didn't bother me. Out of sight is out of mind. If I say I'm not going to watch, I'm not going to watch. Now, sometimes stuff come up on your feed. Even after you block them. Even after you say, see less. For some reason, Facebook will open it right back up. I seen a lot of familiar names on people's pages talking about me, but then want to run back over here and say, hey, or what you giving away. Nothing. I want you to keep that same energy. Y'all, these is my little bands that I got. This one says, I love you. Yes, I do. And this one says, I'm the cook and you are my friend. These was designed by Trina Mack. God had so many people. You have to be careful. You don't never know who gonna spy out the land for you. You don't never know who gonna have your back, and you don't know who you gonna need. When I was at the attorney's office that morning, all this stuff gave me an anxiety attack while I was sitting there. And I had the last number that I had talked to was Trina Mack. I couldn't think to call nobody. I just hit the last number. And I was having an anxiety attack from all this lies, and I ain't never been in this stuff, and threatening my life and things. And I had to give her my son's number, and she came through for me in such a powerful way. So what I'm telling you all is, y'all better quit doing what you're doing, because the blood gonna be on your hands. And if somebody mess around and get hurt, if somebody mess around and stroke out, if somebody mess around and die from all this bullying, all this misinformation, all these lies, all you dragging these bones, all you doing this stuff, you're going to end up, your life is going to change. Because the law is for the lawbreaker. It ain't for the lawless. And internet bullying, like any other bullying, that's against the law. Misinformation. This is in our community standards. These pages shouldn't even be monetized with misinformation. If you don't have documentation, you have misinformation. If it hasn't been verified and proven, you have misinformation. That's one thing against community standards. The second thing against community standards is bullying. You're not supposed to. So what I come to tell y'all is, my suffering, it produced the truth. It produced power. It produced strength. And I stood in it. And I stand in my truth to this day. To this day. You know, I'm the type of person, if somebody needs something, can you help me get monetized? Can you help me reach? I did. When Chef Ruby needed somebody, because Chef Ruby said nobody was trying to collab with her, I did. I took my moderators. We had a weekend. I did a content creators weekend. I don't care what nobody else do on their page. I really don't. Because when I showed up when God wanted me to. Because I did what he told me to do. And he exposed me. But I'm going to tell you something. All views are not good views. I thank God. I do. I'm glad I got shadow banned. Because it lets you know who for you. And who ain't. Because I don't know about y'all. But people I really want to watch, I go type them in. Even though I'm following them, I don't get the notification. But what I'm telling you is, you'll reap a harvest of blessing if you think not. And God will turn it around for your good. Now, I ain't going to hold no grudge against nobody. But I'm going to handle what is called my business. It took 8 months to get the name. But I got it. It took 8 months, but I got it. Don't matter how long, just get there. And then the person, as a matter of fact, I'm picking up the criminal background check Tuesday. The person cannot be credible for their own life. They can't even be responsible for their own life. They don't have their own lives together. They can't even keep a job. And you're going to go and lie on somebody. A snake is just what it is. But when I get through with a snake, more likely, it ain't going to be no good no more. Christians got to quit thinking we have to sit around and let people run over us and dog us. You didn't make my drink, you made yours.
I didn't do you straight water.
So, like the people that sing mean faces, they can't quit. They can't comment no more. They can only send mean faces. That's why it's called engagements. When I tell y'all to send me hearts, it's engagements. I want you to understand this, and I want y'all to really understand this. Y'all be careful before you put generational curses. It may not happen to you. It can happen to your seed, seed. That's why I tell y'all better be careful how y'all speak on people and what you say. Then next thing you know, you got a grandchild born like that, or something that happened to somebody in your family, and you go back and think, you know what, I picked at that person. I marked my family. I picked at that person. I picked at their infirmity. I picked that they couldn't walk good. I did that, and now look what's done happened. I got a grandchild born this way. I got a granddaughter now. I got a grandson with his wrist flipped down all the way down. You have to be careful. It's sad, but I'm gonna keep saying it. We don't like each other. You can let the love part go. You don't like each other. You mess around and you can eat a steak and they still eating bologna. They're going to change on you. Can't rejoice with you. Can't be happy with you. That's just simply because you got blessed. But they didn't suffer with you. But they think that they deserve something for you. Have you ever noticed how people are? They didn't give you nothing. I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing out of my labor. I didn't get nothing. My page was already established. My page was already going. I didn't get nothing. I didn't even get a thank you. I didn't get nothing. But people act like when you accomplish something, you're supposed to do for them. You're supposed to help them. I didn't get nothing. But a lot of headaches. But a lot of lies. So, no, you don't have to help nobody. You don't have to. I tell this all the time. You got people out here, they got 5 children. They getting earned income credit. They getting 2, 3 Christmases in January, February. Some people take their last check stub in December. They use their check stub and go file their tax. Thank you, baby. If you just take $1,000 of that $5,000 you're going to get back, or that $10,000, put it up. Put it in a Christmas club where you can't touch it. And they'll write that check out in November. But you done waited all year long. You could have even put stuff on layaway. I'm going to ask you a question. How is it possible that your kid didn't need that remote control car all year, but now at Christmas it needs it? Or that your kid needs all this stuff and you want other people to do it? It wasn't for me. Nobody helped me get my page monetized. Nobody helped me grow my page. Nobody did nothing for me. They knew I had death in the family. People I prayed for when they were sick got my phone number. They didn't call me. It's a one-sided thing. And you can tell when people that got together or talked about you. Oh, I can tell you content creators that don't like me for no reason. Because I'm blessed. They have yet to walk in this season. And we're going to see how they handle it when they walk into that shadow band season. We're going to see. So you have to be careful with people. When they show you who you are, believe them. Believe them. Very same people I can call and pray for and encourage them. When they saw and knew that my auntie, mama had died, they didn't even pick up the phone. You don't have to help nobody. That's what people don't understand. You don't have to. That's just like with kids. Don't nobody have to babysit your children. They don't have to. It's for you to raise your kids. You can say it take a village, but they're your kids. They're your kids. Because some people on here ain't never made the kind of money they made in their life. And they don't know what to do with it. And they letting it change them. And some people, I don't care how much they make, they ain't going to give. They ain't going to do. And they don't care. It's about me, myself, and I. So, suffering does produce something. But it don't produce giving up. It will produce strength, power, knowledge, truth, after you suffered a little while. Prosperity. You go back and read some of these celebrity stories. Go back and read Tyler Story's life. How he suffered. How he lived. Go back and read Steve Harvey's story. How they lived in a car. How they didn't have this. How they father. Tyler Perry's daddy wasn't even in his life and he went back and blessed him. He didn't have to. But after he suffered a while, people didn't want to go to his plays. People didn't want to support him. But after he suffered a while, now look at him. Now look at him. Steve Harvey living in his old house in Buckhead. It sure does, Tiffany Townsend. It humbles you. It produces gratitude, strength. After you suffered a while, you are not suffering in vain. You might have suffered and didn't have all the money to pay your bills, but it made you realize when they did get paid that God was a way maker. You might get a bad report and have to go through something. After you suffer a while, you realize God healed me. It didn't kill me. He healed me. So your suffering do produce. It produces something. And your scars do too. Your scars wasn't meant to turn you ugly. It was just meant to see, for people to see what you've been through. You're seeing these scars. It's just to see that. You see that? You want to know I got that from, man? You want to know where this came from? Man, you see my nose. You want to know where that came from? You got a story to tell about some things that you've been through, but you're healed. See, that's how it goes. Your scars wasn't designed to turn you ugly, but it does help tell your story. And your soul do look back and wonder how you got over. You'll tell people, oh, my shoulder, I broke it. Climbing in a tree when I was 10 years old. You got a story. And now we call it a testimony. Yeah, of the things that we've come through. But you came through it. The word is through. Like the song say, how I got over. You know my soul look back and wonder how I got over. It reminds you of how you got over. So I just stopped by to make a little icing. Stop by to give you a testimony of how the truth will prevail. Now, I still want you to continue to pray for this here family. I was talking to Everything Ira, and she told me that her page had gotten into some trouble. And I didn't know that because she do need her income to pay those medical bills. But God's still going to provide. Her suffering is going to produce something. Something great. And like I tell y'all, when God begin to heal us, you better come back with gratitude. Because, honey, the devil will set you up. And when God say, touch not his anointed, do his prophets no harm, he means just that. And when I say I'm putting it in the hands of God, I'm putting it in the hands of God. And when I tell you I'm going to stay saved, I'm going to stay saved. When I tell you how God deal with whoever and whatever and whenever, that's on him. He said, don't pray for me to put my wrath on your enemy. I'll take it off. So he can do it what he wants to. He's sovereign. He omnipresent. He can do what he wants to when he wants to, how he wants to, where he wants to, whenever. That's his business. You can't be good enough to help somebody get everything they want and then turn around and go steal. You can't make me be a thief on Thursday and a savior on Saturday. Come on now. You can't. You can't sit around here and all the time expect somebody to aid you and help you, and you don't aid and help nobody. It goes around. And what goes around comes around. I promise you that. And in the same way you'll try to discredit person, tell people stuff, make up lies, play innocent, talk about them, change people's ways or feelings toward them, it's going to come back. You better swallow it. You're going to have to eat the whole loaf. You're going to have to eat the whole scroll. What did you say, Tiffany Townsend? I may not be and have all that I desire at this moment, but oh, how I thank God for my now. You better live in the now, because the next second ain't promised. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about some Christmas. Every day going to be Sunday by and by. Even the children had to suffer, the little children to come unto me, for such is the kingdom of God. We all must go through, and the word is through. You go through, but then you be still. And if he sends you to a place of waiting, you wait, and even in your waiting, you renew strength and mount up. So you don't wait in vain either. While you're waiting, you're getting stronger. I waited 8 months. From April to December, the end of the year. I thought I was over it. I was not going to say nothing. But at the same time, I didn't know that my aunt wasn't going to be here. I didn't know all of a sudden, y'all talked to her in Bible study, she would come up. I didn't know she was going to get sick that fast. And then the Lord let her come back and feel better for 2 weeks. And now she's with the Lord. We don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. We don't know. But what we do, and what I did have to learn was, my mom said, keep making cornbread. Keep making that cornbread and them biscuits I taught you. Stay on your own. Stay on your own page. They'll have to figure it out. They have to work it out. Because now I realize why people charge them. Because folks don't appreciate nothing you do after you do it. And it don't take, when it come to money, baby, it don't take but one lie to change somebody's perception of who you were to them to who they think you are now. Just a split second. It don't take much. It don't take much. You can love me. I be your all in all. You're giving stars. You're getting supporter badges and everything. A few months down the line, you won't even hear nothing I say. Can't even stop to come in and put some hearts up. That's how life is. You're no longer the new kid on the block. And that's all right. My chocolate is made, y'all. It's just sitting there waiting for me to use it. So, I'll give y'all one more glimpse of this icing that's going to be going on these layer cakes. And then I'm going to go get out this hot sweater. And I'm going to bed. Y'all be encouraged. Because every day going to be Sunday by and by. And if you can't get along down here, you can forget getting along later. It's going to be some good icing. I'm going to work it on down. If you can't get along here, I'm just letting it sit. You can forget it later. Get in there. Yeah. Well, I love y'all. Yes, I do. I'm the cook, and you're my friends. And with that being said, I'm finna go get out this hot sweater. So I'll see you later, alligators.